Let's look at the aircraft above. That's called a Blériot monoplane. And if you compare it to the Jenny below, the Blériot monoplane has one wing. They count one wing as going one wing across, so if you look at the Jenny, a lot of the children guess it has four wings, it actually has two wings. This is one of the first popular monoplane, single wing airplanes. And I had mentioned earlier that the US military was maybe a little bit on the old-fashioned side. People were afraid to fly monoplanes because they thought it was unsafe. All planes had two wings at the time. How can a plane have one wing? So the Blériot monoplane, to advertise that flying a monoplane was safe, hired a female pilot in 1912 to perform in front of U.S. military officials here at College Park Airport. Her name was Bernetta Miller. She was from the Moyson School in Long Island, and she flew in and performed on the monoplane with the not so subtle implication that if a woman could fly it, a man could fly it, and it was safe.
So is that one of the more interesting things about this airport? Not so many firsts have happened here, but this is the first time that a woman has done this?
Yes, this was a major demonstration of a female pilot at the time. Aviation was male-dominated, white male-dominated, and especially at this time, you had to either be rich enough to afford it, or you had to be a military pilot. It was still in the very early years of aviation. There were a handful of female pilots, but this is College Park's first famous female pilot, Bernetta Miller. But at the same time, there were quite a number of air shows that would attract a lot of performers. Female aviators made a name for themselves, would often be able to make a name for themselves as stunt performers because they weren't part of some larger institution or organization. If they can afford an airplane, if they had the training, they could perform and make some sort of living off of that.